Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to another one of my videos. Well, this is the winter that never ends. Now, in this part of the state, we got some snow, we got a lot of slush, so we don't have a huge amount of snow. I'm making sure that this camera's still recording. I'm back on the Kodak ZE-1 because I got rid of my Kodak PlayTouch. It was no damn good. But anyways, I want to show you over here what we had to deal with. So hang on a minute. Over here I think it's about 3 60-pound bags of sand in the bucket here. And it is used for the walkways and the driveway. Now, it's been 2 or 3 years since I had to sand the driveway. This whole thing, last night, yesterday afternoon, it was raining and slushy like a rain and snow mixed. I can't think of the name of it now. Anyways, it turns into slush. And it was like a river out here. All day long, since I got up, I've been driving the minivan back and forth on this. And the big van got stuck in a rut. Big time. Over here, when the van is pulled in, you can probably see it at the front tire over there where it sits, and over here. I used about 20 pounds of sand. I kept throwing it in and under the tire was spinning. Finally got the van out and moved it over out of the ruts a little bit. This is what we're contend with. This is nothing compared to what it was last night. Last night, in the afternoon, after the snow let up and I put my raincoat on, it was actually raining lightly. It was a slushy rain. I keep wanting to say drizzle. I can't think of the word. Isn't that something? Your mind ever go blank like that? Anyways, I was walking with my boots, and this is all water. And it was like everywhere I stepped, it just sank right in. You know, you can see my footprints over there. And this is where I usually park my car, right into here. So this is why this is all like this. It was so bad that I took the snow rake. And last night, yesterday afternoon, probably, I don't know, around 3:30, 4 o'clock, the temperature went up to about 35 degrees. So I was able to pull it out, and you can see where all the stuff is and where I've been walking in here. Well, today it all froze up. This is how it was. This and worse. The reason it's matted down now is I kept driving over and over and over with the minivan, constantly going over it. And this is why it's like this. You know, the park owner don't plow any more than what the road out there, and this is it. This is my job to do this. And it was so slushy, I couldn't use a snowblower on it. So I used a snow rake and pulled it, and of course it's like pulling 90% water out and over. And it got to a point where I just couldn't do it anymore. So I got to a point where I'm just backed in now. Normally I drive straight in because we need to make sure we can get out, because if you have an emergency or something, you need to get out. So we could have gotten 24 inches of snow. The northwestern part of the state did get that much, as far as I know. But here, I guess we're lucky, except for the ice pop. And now, if I was rich, I would have a little snowplow, a 4-wheel drive snowplow, because that's what you need. A snowblower doesn't do anything in slush. All you do is clog up the snowblower. So this is what we're against now. This is what I got to deal with here. And this was done yesterday. Sorry about the wind if you're hearing it. I'm trying to keep it cut down as much as possible. But all this I did yesterday. I had to do all this by hand. It was nothing but slush through here. You can see my boot prints there. And of course I did the deck, and I cleaned the cars off yesterday because everything was slushy and it came off very good. It was like about 4 to 5 inches. And the only thing now is hazard walking here because it's all ice. And I did sand, and I sand around the gen house. We did not lose power, thank goodness for that. But I was ready. I fired up the generator Monday, topped off the tank. If you keep the gas tank on the snowblower right to the top, you're not going to get condensation. I got gas in there that's over 2 years old, but I keep adding fresh gas. 1 or 2 pulls and that thing starts and runs like a champ. With the gas prices, I don't throw gas away. So anyways, I even sanded this here, and I shoveled all this when everything was slushy, so I can get into my shop. I have not been in the shop yet. But you can see we didn't get an awful lot because we got some rain on it. So we don't have that much on the roofs, as you can see. So I did want to give you a little update here on the blizzard and the winter that never ends. And I'm not going to get into a big, long discussion, but I do not believe in global warming. If anything, this is global cooling, and you can disagree with me all you want. This is proof. This is proof that the earth is getting colder, not warmer. And nobody is going to change my mind on that because that is what I believe. Winter officially started in my book several days before Halloween, and it's been almost every year, last 3 or 4 years, we've been getting snow before Halloween, and I had to shovel several inches of snow several days before Halloween. In my book, winter started. So in this particular part of the country, there are only 2 seasons, winter and summer. We're into the 5th month of winter as far as I'm concerned. This is the winter that never ends. The winter that never ends. It don't feel like any 40 degrees. I think that thermometer's way off. It's so bad that I couldn't run the snowblower because it was all slushy. I couldn't get my trash out today, because I normally clean this area to get my trash barrel down to the road so that the park owner can pick it up. So it's still sitting in the where I keep my trash cans. Fortunately, I got a spare can, so I don't have any problems with running out of cans. But I'm very glad that we did not lose power. That was our biggest concern because we did have some wind and we had a blizzard. But this part of the state had the least amount of snow. Thank you very much. This is the never-ending winter of 2017. I am very depressed with this. I don't feel like doing a damn thing with the weather the way it is. Thank you for watching. You have a good day, and if you didn't get this crap, you're very lucky.